It's Week 18 of the National Football League.
And we'll get a look here at wideout A.J. Brown, who's now over 1,000 yards receiving on the season.
It's the Pats and the Falcons.
And it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The regular season ends here. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Long road to get here, but now we are here. The season finale. Playoffs begin next Saturday, so it's time for one last regular season kickoff.
In Week 18, it could just be so tricky.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. And they're led by their quarterback from the University of Pittsburgh. It's Kenny Pickett.
I think when you go back and watch last week's game, Mike, I think two things were at play. Number one, let's give credit to the defense. I think they did a nice job of identifying some of the easy layups we've seen this quarterback hit from a week-to-week basis. They took it away. They made him go to his second, third, check down through his progression. And then secondly, when the play did line up, when they did get the look they wanted, he just missed a lot of throws.
Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And he's going to bring this one back. Wow, less than a minute into the game, it's a pick six and an early touchdown. You get the ball to start the game thinking you'll score on offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, do you allow this to linger the rest of the day? You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They are obviously still smarting from that pick six a moment ago. Quick 7-0 hole. Try to start digging out now with 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the gun is Pickett. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run with Algier. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Pickett. He's got his man. It's Mooney. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Pickett. That one is caught by Mooney. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Open man. That's the tight end, Hunter Henry. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Pickett to throw. That's caught right side. It's London. And he'll be taken down. A chance now to make up for that earlier pick six. They have it 1st and goal. Here's Pickett. He pulls it in around the 5. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Now, here's 2nd and goal. Now, Pickett. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
From the gun on 3rd down. Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line. Fourth down, and the Falcons turn to Younghoe Koo for the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Koo's kick is good. And the Falcons are on the board. It's 7-3.
I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. They'll be led by the man from North Carolina, 6'4", quarterback Drake May.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. And if he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
We'll go right back to Stevenson. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun. It's May. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. On 4th down, Bryce Beringer out to punt for New England. Ball security, a must in these conditions. Fair catch called for and taken without issue. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Algier. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He'll go again here with Algier. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. So they'll talk over what... 3rd and a yard. To throw. Pickett. That's complete. He's got it to London. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a 1st down. Pickett. He's got his big tight end, Henry. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. On the handoff, it's Algier. And he's going to get him a 1st down here across midfield and down to the 45. On 1st down, they'll stay with Algier on the ground. Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5. Throwing on 2nd down. Pickett. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. An unbalanced look to the left here on first down. Here's Pickett now. Now he takes off. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot, something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Let's go.
Now the man out of Alabama, it's Jace McClellan.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Throwing Pickett. That is intercepted. Picked off by Sione Takitaki. Inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, New England. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see, and it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum building.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Now Ryland for the extra point. Backed up because of the penalty, but no matter. The extra point is good. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10.
Here we go.
It's the tight end Henry in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Pickett. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Here's 2nd and 9. Right back to the fullback. The ball comes out. One of the Patriots has it.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit, and that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. A run here with Stevenson. And he's close to the 1st down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We're back to Foxborough after this. They'll spread the formation here. Let's see what the call is on 3rd and inches. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Through the falling snow, the kick is good. And the Patriots going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons offense back onto the field for their next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of the Patriots has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch.
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. And for the 3rd time in this 1st half, he's been intercepted. It's the linebacker, Tremaine Edmonds. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick 6 for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the 1st half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Extra point now by Riley. It's up and good. And the Pats extend to a 24-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Falcons offense ready to get back at it. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. Back to throw is Pickett. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. They get 15 on that game. First down, Atlanta.
Here we go, set.
Pickett to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Pickett. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Pickett now on play action. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Check, Panther. Check go.
They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll bring this to about the 25. Up from his safety spot, Jesse Bates makes the play. They face 2nd down and 7. Halftime here on this final weekend of the NFL regular season, as we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And it's the Bills who have the lead in that one. Curtis Samuel, a touchdown reception. From there, it's off to the land to check on the Browns at home in the dog pound. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a touchdown reception. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. As you can see, the score there in the 2nd quarter. Malachi.
And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the 3rd quarter. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Pates offense and Drake May making their way back out. And he comes into this final week of the NFL season as the leader in touchdown passes. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Williams in motion. They'll go play action with May. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
On first down, Pickett gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. 2nd and a yard. From the gun is Pickett. Open man downfield. That's London. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Pickett throwing here on 1st and 10. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, here's Pickett. That is caught by the tight end, Hunter Henry. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Greg, they have such a knack. It's like they're on the same page. The quarterback almost feels like, well, when you were playing, you know where that guy's going to be in the end zone.
Yeah, we used to have a saying, Mike. We say we don't run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and especially against zone coverage. Down here in the red zone, the rule is if you're open, stay open. Don't run past an open zone to get covered. That's exactly what this tight end does here. Friendly target, ball on time, touchdown.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense and their running back set to go once more.
Let's go now.
They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now a shot here, deep middle. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. Pickett to throw on first down. Now, deep ball for London. That is caught to the goal line and in. Drake London. Touchdown, Falcons.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Here's Williams on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense getting set to get back to work. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
19 Lions. Go.
From out of the gun, here's May. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Open man, it's Jamison Williams. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
Ready up.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They're going It's May. The risk pays off to the tune of 16 yards. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Caden Ellis in on that stop.
Viking 18. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready?
They'll try to run for this. It's Stevenson. And he's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready?
They'll go. Here's May. That one on target to Williams. He's got it.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Whoa! And he's going to be taken down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. Now Pickett. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. A 2nd down throw for Pickett. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, New England. To throw is May. Right back to Williams. They connect again.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll go again here with Stevenson. Chad Ryland on now for the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Pats will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This is taken in at the goal line. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line, and that's where the offense will... A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Pickett to throw. He's got his man. It's Mooney.
Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Pickett. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Christian Gonzalez, 1st rounder out of Oregon. Tight coverage there. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
Here we go. Sack.
Here's Pickett now. Again, working deep downfield. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this one all the way. 78 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons have cut the deficit to 5. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. On the return, it's Williams. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Patriots offense ready to take over once again. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up 1st downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands. You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain. Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll work the middle this time with Stevenson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. first down, they'll stay with Stevenson on the ground. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And what's that one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike, right? Finish strong, and he's doing just that. His numbers here in this one, they have been terrific. But he's going to give you a full 4 quarters, and I think at this point in the game, he knows there's even more yards to be had.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's a give to Stevenson. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. A give up the middle to Stevenson.
I think the decision of whether or not you kick the field goal or keep your offense on the field, Mike, comes down to, do you have a play on your call sheet you love? Do you have a critical down, 4th down play that you know is going to work? Because if you do, now's the time to dial it up. Be aggressive.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This will be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Falcons offense ready to get back to work. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And that will lead to a 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient. But at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. The last run going to put him up over 100.